Hello, this is Megan Homan, and welcome to our weekly Whale Womb Wisdom video series. And this week, I received a transmission from the whales on conscious brain. And it's a I've been working with it all week. It's very powerful information and tools, how we can become more conscious in our brain and how our brain frequencies can infuse in our heart in a really empowered way to activate us and bring us into higher frequencies of living and being and connecting with all of life in a very harmonious and aligned and vibrant way. So welcome, I'm glad you're here. We're going to be slipping into the transmission in just a moment. So let's just center and take these moments to come into our heart space and open our heart light to all of creation. Feel our hearts opening all our cells, the trillions of cells in our body, just opening to our own love and light, opening our whole energetic field, and connecting with the energetic field and heart of the Mother Earth and feeling her love and her support and opening to that nourishment. And at the same time, opening and expanding our frequencies to connect with the whales and the dolphins and opening to experience the light, the heart light of all of creation, just aligning with all of those energies as we go into the transmission from the whales and dolphins on conscious brain.
Conscious Brain by the Whales and Dolphins. We are in service as evolutionary guides that can lead you through our inspired living and being into new ways of potential expansion for your own consciousness growth. One potential soul growth area for you to explore is to consciously utilize more of the potential of your brain. We can consciously turn on and off hemispheres of our brain. We do this when we want to rest, rejuvenate, and regenerate our systems. Being voluntary breathers requires that we are ever present to the needs of our bodies. It is necessary for us to keep aspects of our brain alert and activated to the needs of taking a breath of new life. It can be life-threatening if our whole brain was to become unconscious and fall asleep. Our consciousness has merged with our brain in a way that allows us to communicate commands and coherent frequencies that our brain executes with precision and grace. Our brains resonate with the harmonies of our heart and soul, making our whole systems highly efficient. You are capable of bringing more consciousness in this way to your brain that could better serve your optimal functioning. Our consciousness is able to transmit most clearly through the coherent frequencies of our hearts to our body, our brain, others, and our surroundings when our inner seas are calm, at peace, and resonating with love. We feel the first step to consciously utilizing more of your brain's ability is to create a calm brain. If your mind is full with fear, worry, and other discordant frequencies, it is those whirling storms that are being pulsed through your system and weakening your abilities to hear the songs of your soul, live your highest potential, and thrive with all your systems in harmony. When your brain is calm, Your heart can clearly receive and transmit inspirations, information, and essences to all life around you in a very synchronous, efficient, and harmonious way. When your brain is calm, you can begin to open, activate, and access the potentials of your third eye and crown chakra energy centers in the brain. The amount of information we are able to receive and transmit instantly from these portals within the brain would stagger your human senses, and yet you are capable of doing this with your energy centers and consciousness, and even more than we do. When our brain centers are calm, we can receive and transmit energy packages of telepathic information that is sonic, visual, and emotionally full. When our brains are calm, we can not only communicate in these ways between each other and life around us, but we have access to interdimensional and higher dimensional travel and communications. It is this that has allowed us as a species to remember more of ourselves, live the high frequencies of our hearts, and be an evolutionary guide and leader to fifth dimensional living. From the state of a calm brain, it is easy to access the high frequencies of a joyful brain. The invitation is to become more conscious of what state your brain is in and have tools to guide your brain through different and desired states of being. You may think of your brain as having three major frequencies: discordant brain, calm brain, and joyful brain. Recognizing where your brain is functioning is the first step to creating a conscious brain. A discordant brain can be brought into harmony in many ways. First, it is recognizing when you're running programs of fear, worry, and stress that are releasing distorted and discordant frequencies to your system. When you recognize a discordant brain, acknowledging this realization from a place of gratitude and non-judgment. Be grateful of your awakening consciousness and discover the gifts that the discordance will reveal to you about yourself in a self-empowered way. You may introduce new energies to the discordance with conscious breathing. We recently gave a whole transmission on consciously breathing and how it brings coherent frequencies to your body and being. Breathing and opening and centering in your heart allows new coherent light frequencies to stream from your heart into your brain, body, and being. When you open your heart space, you're allowing light frequencies and inner solutions to flood your system and calm your brain and whole being. Join us now in a sound activation to activate and strengthen the light of your heart that will support the creating of a conscious, calm, and joyful brain. Conscious brain. I notice easily and effortlessly the state of my brain and shift accordingly to the infinite expanses of my heart to guide me. I wonder what it would be like to explore calming my brain, activating my joyful brain, and living in my heart frequencies today. Conscious brain. I notice easily and effortlessly the state of my brain and shift accordingly to the infinite expanses of my heart to guide me. I wonder what it would be like to explore calming my brain, activating my joyful brain, and living in my heart frequencies today. Conscious brain. I notice easily and effortlessly the state of my brain and shift accordingly to the infinite expanses of my heart to guide me. I wonder what it would be like to explore calming my brain, activating my joyful brain, and living in my heart frequencies today.
Okay, I'm back, and I hope you enjoyed that transmission from the Whales and Dolphins. And now they're asking me to give an energetic component, share an energetic transmission to help strengthen this transmission of the conscious brain that they gave us, and also to talk a few moments on what I have experienced as I began to work with this transmission on the conscious brain. So, as we become more conscious of the frequencies that we are pulsing out to creation, and when we notice that perhaps there's some discordant frequencies, honoring those frequencies in all ways, just giving space for the, just recognizing just the moment of us becoming conscious that we have discordance in us, and giving space to like have understanding of that discordance is a powerful tool. So just bringing consciousness to our discordance within us is kind of the first shift that the Whales and Dolphins talked about. And the next shift is infusing that with the infinite expanse of our heart light, our soul and heart truth that resonates from our heart centers. So if we can begin to strengthen the connections when we're experiencing discordant frequencies, if we can remember to open our hearts and beyond even the discordance, and give space to all of the discordance, then it can shift more quickly in our lives. And by doing so, the Whales and Dolphins were communicating to me, we're also bringing in, our heart light is bringing coherency to that discordance. It's entraining that discordance into harmony, into a coherent clarity. And so, and when that discordance comes into harmony, we are in calm brain. And calm brain is a peaceful brain. It's harmonious. It's oneness. It's love. It's everything. It's the higher harmony frequencies of our heart. And when our brains are calm, one thing that happens to our heart is that our heart light and our hearts can begin to open and blossom and flourish in that when we are experiencing calm brain. And we can begin to practice and encourage our body to and brains to resonate with calm brain more often by just tuning in to frequencies of peace and love and harmony and oneness and unity, and knowing that when we have a calm brain, what's happening is that our hearts are opening and able to express more of who they are when we are in that calm brain. And that light of our being that's able to express when we are maintaining and resonating with calm brain frequencies for longer and longer cycles, is that light in our heart activates the light of our third eye, our God mind, and all the higher energies of our brain frequencies, and beginning to tap into high love frequencies and the joyful brain that the Whales and Dolphins spoke about in this transmission. And then we're living what brings us the most joy, what brings us the most excitement, what brings us the most harmony and attunement and alignment with our souls. We're living our highest potential. And our brain and our whole brain is flourishing, and our hearts are flourishing, and our body is becoming more light because we've activated our heart light, and we've activated our third eye light, and that's activating our brain with light, and we become lighter in all ways, and bringing more light to all of our cells, to our beings. So just becoming more conscious of the different brain frequencies is an empowerment tool, and beginning to suffuse our frequencies with our heart, and letting our heart lights expand and shine more and more and more in our lives, and then activating as well, knowing that it's activating as well our third eyes and our high brain and our joyful brain. And we can also begin to just take time to activate that joyful brain, things that bring us joy, even just by thinking of them, something that brings you joy. All of a sudden you're smiling and you're light, and your brain is pulsing joyful brain out. Or in just the same way, by thinking of something peaceful and harmonious and something that's calming to you, it activates our calm brain. And then when we're in discordant frequencies, when we have a lot of discordant energies, not judging them in any which way, they're help. There's gifts there. There's it's can be beautiful fertilizer for all the things that want to grow in our lives, or that we want to energize with our lives, by just honoring discordance. But they were just encouraging me to, when that discordance came, to strengthen, find roots into my heart, and bringing the heart light into discordance when we're experiencing it just gives us more opportunities to find a positive solution, or the balance that's needed. It's like you're bringing in the wisdom of your soul and light into the situation, and the heart truth, your heart truth to navigate what feels like possibly whirling stormy waters of discordance within you. So just bringing in, the more we can tune into our heart light, it creates a coherency in our body that activates all the light in our body. Was what the whales and dolphins really wanted me to convey to you in my human way. So from my heart to yours, there that is. And they also wanted me to deliver an energetic transmission to strengthen the light of our hearts, and to activate calm brain, and activate our God brain, our joyful brain, our third eye. When that light, and when our third eyes activate, it's like we're able to tune into our God mind, and when our God mind is informing and guiding us, we're living our highest potential. We're living our why we've come, our soul purpose, when we are attuned and aligned with all that we are. So a transmission, the whales, on this transmission, they are bringing in light frequencies to strengthen our heart light. So just taking a few moments and going into your heart, and feeling the spark of light that's there, that light that is you. It's your soul's light, and it's all love and light, and so the whales are just going to give a transmission to strengthen that soul light, and activate that soul light, and let that light shine even brighter, and strengthen it to be a bright beacon. Unsin hansin kohon shishan huntin katan unsi. Ooh, see, see, sa, ooh, hoo, your heart, hoo, 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 hoo. Ooh, you, wee. Ooh, wee, ah, hoo, hoo. E, su, hun, si, ah, ooh. Un, si, ah, ooh. Wow, wow, oh, wow, hush, 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 ooh, 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 ooh. So that's also some light language there. Goes beyond our linear languages. It just connects with the language of the light that we are and the light of our beings, communicating with each other from as light to light. And so as that light just grows and expands within you and connects, and as we foster our calm brain and all the things that bring smiles to our faces, and joy to our hearts and lives, and activating that joyful brain, and the third eye light within the center of our brains, and that is the light of our God mind. The Whales and Dolphins wanted to give that transmission a little boost, the light, our third eye light. So opening your third eye and imagining your third eye is connecting into your God mind, your highest potential, your highest joys, your highest light and love and goodness and fun and the lightness of your being. So that's what this light code is going to be about. Oh, see! Oh, see! Su sa sa! Oh! Oh! Uchi cha to! Uchi ta to! Oh! Oh! And feeling your light connect to all of creation and harmony and oneness and love and light. Asikotita, osikotita, hunshin tuntan pohu. Ooh-see, ooh-see, oh, ooh, ah, oh, huh, huh. And opening your heart, and opening your third eye, and connecting to all of life and harmony and oneness and joy and beauty and love, living your soul potential, living your dreams, living in harmony. All my blessings, all my love. You are loved. You are appreciated. Si ho tu pu tu.